Welcome to the Nicole Small Show, where we give you straight talk with no chaser. Here, we discuss issues from the White House to your house. And now, here's your host, Nicole Small.
Good morning, y'all. Let me get it together. So, some of y'all saw my live feed last night, and we had my internet and everything is out still from this storm. You know, I can't catch a dog on break. So, some of y'all saw my live last night where we had people over here. It had to be about 60 cars. And I mean, they were so well organized. And they were doing donuts, just going all around the median over and over and over again. Here's the thing. I called 911. 911 ended up going to a recording saying that all lines were busy. How that work? How does that work in a damn city that just received almost $1 billion where they want you to believe that they only received 826 million? And you want to go buy some more damn helicopters for $25 million? How the hell that work? Explain that to me. In a city that just received almost $1 billion because they received 860 million plus another 180 million. You mean to tell me that this sorry mayor that y'all want to sit here and support got enough damn nerve to want to put $50 million into the doggone? I'm so doggone mad, I don't know what to do. $50 million into a Joe Louis Greenway, 26 million to streetscapes and then to bike lanes. You know what? You vote for him, you crazy. You crazy. And anybody who vote for the city council members who supported it, you crazy too. And you gonna get exactly what you asked for. You listen to me. You gonna get exactly what you asked for. Not $1 going into these doggone neighborhoods. You want to go buy 2 helicopters with that money. Not anything to make these neighborhoods any safer. My video had to be 20-something minutes long. I should have checked it before I did this show today. And you gonna tell me that you want to go buy some damn helicopters instead of making sure that we get some resources in here to make? How is them helicopters gonna stop that doggone racing and all of that disruption? And then they let some people was shooting. Then we had people letting off sticks of dynamite. I wish you would put somebody out of their damn house. I wish you would. I wish you would. And this is what we paying for. This is what people taxes going for. I wish you would say somebody owe you a damn penny for some doggone taxes, and we can't get nothing done over here. And it's going on all across the doggone city. And city council, you enabling this crap. You got a mayor who got enough nerve to take his ass to sit on the front row for somebody wedding with his side piece who he done took the money from, right? While people houses is still flooding again for the 4th time in less than a month. That's the mayor that you have. Not anybody out here making sure that they fix the infrastructure. And you got a city council who gonna rubber stamp the garbage. That's what you have. The choice is yours. I'm so sick of it. I don't know what we need to say to you Detroiters to get you to understand. You enable this bull crap when you support this type of treatment. It had to be more than 60 cars out here just going around, and I mean it was so loud. And do you know, after almost an hour, they sent 1 police car. Just 1. Let me tell y'all something about this defund the police. So you could get mad, glad, don't matter. If we gonna defund the police and had the residents to come out here why didn't none of the residents come out? Because most of my neighbors was standing on the corner, and once they started shooting and then letting off dynamite, they ran back in the house. Rightfully so. I ain't knocking them. They was in more so in front of Roy House, the council person over here, than they were mine. Hell, he an ex-police officer and was in the military. I ain't see him go do nothing and get in the middle of that. No. For me, that's not gonna work. We gonna need we need some real visibility around here. But for you to send one police car, to dispatch one police car to just chase them down the street. So let me tell you what they did, because I told you they were organized. So then they went on down. Now look at this. I see a Comcast truck, but I don't see no AT&T. So they chased them down out of Drive, down Vassar, chased them on the other side of the freeway. And then they went on the other side of the freeway over there by Pembroke and Vassar on the other side of the lodge. So you had one car, and I mean, they all got in their car and they was flying down the street. So forget these posts. This is another thing. Didn't I tell y'all how they gave us that overhead wiring? Oh, listen here. It ain't gonna be no rest this week, because I'm so damn mad for them downtown. I'm raising all kind of hell. So you give us overhead wiring, and we told you that it was a safety issue for the lighting. And we told you how they speed up and down the street, but we've never had anything like this. Not to say that I'm surprised. Why not? Because the people who want to break the law, they run in this city. I don't want to see no more posts. I'm sorry, talking about how crime done went down. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Anytime that I got senior citizens who neighbors and they getting scared out of their wits, anytime we have families, or anytime we got people over here, it's almost 12 o'clock at night, and you can't even have any peace. That's what I call organized crime, because they were organized down there. They were very organized. One damn police car. One police car. How'd that work? The district manager was on the call. She saw it. How disgusting was that? One police car. And after an hour, I understand that there was a shooting about a mile away. I understand you have to address that issue. What I don't understand is how we don't have enough officers on duty in the evening to make sure that you came and addressed this issue. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. I need somebody to explain that to me. You said one police car so they could chase them away. And don't get me wrong, I don't think one police car could have handled a crowd like that. I just don't. There's no way possible. But I want people to start thinking about what they're doing with these absentee ballots, what you gonna do on August 3rd. Hear me clearly. It's $1 billion that was just sitting on the table. Y'all, I can't answer the phone today. I'm sorry, because we have I don't have my internet. And so I'm doing this from my own. Matter of fact, how do I take that off of there? But explain that to me, how we only get one police officer, chase them down the street, and then they go someplace else. Then they go someplace else. They just go right down the street and they keep it going. And then they just keep it going. I don't know. What kind of city services is that? What does it mean? You got a council person right there where it's happening, and then we can't even get anything but one police officer after almost an hour of this going on? They had no intentions on leaving right then. You could believe that. They got so good with it, they went around in a circle and then they would go up the street, come around the median, come back. And let me tell you what they did. They had made their own little opening so the cars that were participating and actually doing the donuts and the drag racing, that they could get through to get back to go in a circle again. I say, this is some bull here. But this is the city that we living in. We can't even get a doggone council. And why they always want to talk about, oh, Nicole, well, if you're elected, how will you work with the mayor? You better ask the mayor, how the hell would the mayor work with us, city council? That's what you're supposed to ask people. That's not how this works. Because this rubber stamping is putting us in a bad predicament around here. And this is what I want to say. So any of y'all who know the drag races, tell them to take that shit down there to the Manugian mansion is what I want you to do. Tell them to take, oh, but he don't live here. But let's see what them white folks down, because obviously all the white folks that have moved in over here, hell, they must not know. I'm going to see if they raise hell. But tell them to take that drag racing and doing them donuts down there right in front of Manugian Mansion. Shoot, they could probably go up, take it down there and let's see how fast the police come to stop that stuff down there. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of having an administration who think that you could just disrespect us in the neighborhoods and not provide us with service. You want to take some damn money and extend the river walk and put some money into some more bike lanes? That's what you want to do? And you got black folks who want to argue you down about the great job that Duggan is doing. They want to reelect these people on city council. You a fool. And that's what I mean. You got to be. After all of this, if you still support this mess after this, shame on you, and you foolish. Unless you're getting something out of it. Unless you're getting something out of it. And I don't believe that we had that many fools in the city of Detroit. I believe that as long as you get the information and you know better, you go do better. So that's why I'm telling you now. It's $1 billion that's on the table, and you're not getting nothing but screwed. Your city service is not going to be improved. They not going to come and fix up your neighborhood. They only want to put $20 million in the doggone home repair. And don't let them tell you what they can't do. And then they got enough nerve. Oh, but what Duggan is doing is putting them almost $1 million into running ads to tell you not to support your own interests. He wants you to vote no on Proposal P. And let me tell you today, you a fool if you vote for anybody who against Proposal P. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You vote for any of these council people who telling you that they against Proposal P. Shame on you. Because it's the best doggone chance that you have to get something in your city's constitution to do what? To do what? To improve your quality of life, to hold them accountable. Now, if you don't want no accountability, that's on you, but this where the rubber meets the road. This where I draw the line with kerosene and hold the match. It makes no sense for us to have an opportunity to vote in our interest and we contemplate. It makes no sense for us to have an opportunity to get real leadership and we contemplating. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that in the last month, we've had flooding at least 4 times. Now, the first time, it was a real storm. These other times it's happened. It's just flooding and flooding and flooding. Now, see, the Lord sending you a message to make the right decision. I'm just trying to tell you, He giving you a sign that they not doing right by you. Now, either you can be blind and ignore it, or you could go ahead and see it and address it. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. But all that money on the table, all that money on the table, and this is what we get. So now we're going to allow a bunch of people who want to drag race to just come and take over our neighborhoods. Well, ain't that something? But every neighborhood has a future, you know? One of the current at large people was talking about how proud she is. Janae was just talking about how proud she is. And I'm sorry. You know what? This ain't about me running. This about the work that's not being done at the table. You got enough nerve to talk about you proud of the work and the direction that the city going in. You proud of that? And we got one of the highest crime rates. You got people coming around taking over neighborhoods. That's what you proud of? You proud that you rubber stamping everything for corporate interest? You proud of that? You proud of that? Well, I'll be damned. You shouldn't be. You just shouldn't be. Because this is the reality. I don't care what they show you on these commercials. I don't give a damn about Dan Gilbert and his thing talking about this is what Detroit looks like it's a bunch of conservative white people. No. What I showed you last night is what Detroit really looked like. That's the real Detroit. Because we don't have leadership can do their job. We don't have leadership that's going to make sure that they provide us with the resources to make sure that we have sustainable communities and not communities that's being taken over by somebody who want to drag race and disrupt the neighborhood. The lack of respect that we have for each other is a problem, but it's not those people out there drag racing. The lack of respect that we have for each other as far as the leadership that has for their constituents. That's the problem. You don't even care. You don't care. And this is just going to continue. This is just going to continue until we vote better people in the office. I bet you they done tore up the street down there. I'm going to walk down there so we can see it. I bet you they done tore up the street down there. And so that's what we pay for. And then to only get one police car. One police car. And then they so bold and brazen, they know nothing's going to happen, so they take this mess right up the street. And when I say to you, as a voter, if you vote to continue to be treated this way, you enabling this behavior, and shame on you. They have shown you over and over again, that they mean you no good, and they don't give a damn. So is this what you're going to continue with? Is this what you're going to continue with? Somebody ought to have a bonfire, and you ought to take all those council people who voted to take that money and then not put it into the neighborhoods, okay? That includes those of you who want speed bumps, because speed bumps wasn't appropriated on the list. I'm just telling you, it wasn't at all, people, right? Because really what you need is some more officers that could get out here. I don't want to hear nothing about police don't deter crime. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I wanted the police to come last night. That's what I wanted. I wanted the police to come last night so they could run this off, because I don't feel like listening to it. I don't. If all the police gonna do is run them off, then we needed some more police cars to get in their car and run them off. So let's not split hairs about that, because don't tell me about what we don't need when I gotta sit here and live with this. Don't tell me when I got people right here in the middle of the night letting off rounds because they shooting. I just particularly don't really feel like it. I don't know about you, but I don't. But we need real police reform, because I'm serious about this. To buy a helicopter is not going to do it at all. To buy a helicopter is not going to do it. That is not going to solve the situation. And no, we don't need any more police around here. We're going to be knocking people upside the head for no reason. But we do need some law and order around here that's going to address the real issues. I don't need you to stop nobody for no police ticket for going 5 or 10 miles over. That's not what I need. I need you to get these fools who's sitting up here going 80 miles down the street or 50 miles down the street. We have kids. You have seniors. You got just people who ain't bothering nobody and all they want to do is live in peace. But every neighborhood has a future. And you got council people who are proud of the direction that this city is going in, and crime is just increasing at an all-time high. And they proud of that though. But see, these are their words. You need to look at their voting record, all of them, and see. And you got a city council that want to promote some damn watered down reparations. You know what? Y'all buy into that. You buy into that. Look at how they frame it. They gonna distract you like they really gonna do something. That watered down, but when we already have it in the charter. So you gonna let some people who I ain't even about to get on it. But y'all can believe that hype if you want to. I don't need you to pass nothing for reparations when it's already in the charter. I need you to promote the charter is what I need you to do. I need you to promote people supporting Proposal P. That's what we need you to do. We don't need you to go hijack our work and then bring it to the city council as if it's your own idea when we did the work. That's not what we need. We need a city council that's going to do their job to ensure that you're providing neighborhoods with the proper funding and resources to make the neighborhoods more sustainable, to make them safer. That's what we need. Every time we tell you what we need, you go and do something else. We told your ass to change the light bulb in the lights. And instead of you doing that, you go take the whole pole out and you gonna give us some lighting. And now we can't even see down the block. See how dark my video looked last night? If it wasn't for them headlights now, y'all wouldn't have been able to see nothing. If it wasn't for the headlights from all of them cars, you wouldn't have been able to see nothing. It wasn't because we got such good street lighting over here. But we told you to change the light bulb and you change the whole light and you give us less lighting. That's the kind of administration y'all dealing with. I'm just trying to tell you. People in the suburbs don't deal with this crap. You know why? Because they know that they deserve better and they can have better. But I don't want to hear nobody talking to me about Duggan. I don't want to hear nobody telling me the great job that this city council is doing. I don't want to hear it. Because you can't prove it by their actions. You can't prove it by the results. You know, think about something. There was a point in time when we didn't even have the right to vote. And our people figured out a way to come out of a state of oppression and slavery, right? And then when they came out of slavery, they still were being severely oppressed. They figured out without the right to vote how to come out of that, but they always understood the importance of voting. Now we got Negroes around here with all of the freedoms in the world. Now I don't want to hear nothing about no voter suppression, okay? Because if you vote for Duggan, you voting for voter suppression because he tried to suppress your right to vote. He still is. It's in the Supreme Court. That's what I want you to know, okay? And you have city council members who support that type of behavior. I just want to understand. He is trying to take away your right to vote. How is that a person that you want to support to be mayor? How are the people who support this behavior on council? How are those people that you want to represent you at the legislative body? Think, people. But at a time when Black people really didn't have a right to vote, they understood the importance of voting, and they understood that it was critical to support those who are only going to do one thing: increase opportunity and get them a better quality of life. But you got Negroes now with all of these freedoms, and you all thumbs are hemming and hawing and making up excuses. Well, my friend worked for them and I so what? I don't want to hear it at all. I don't. Do you understand we got a real short window, a very short window of opportunity to have some change? And I'm so sick of y'all wanting somebody to play nice. We are at war. See, what you gonna do is you gonna vote these jokers back in the office, and then you gonna want to complain. Well, I think that what you should do is carry a mirror around with you wherever you go. And that person in the mirror is the person that you should be complaining to if you don't step up and do something this year about getting these people out of office, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You got a mayor who don't even live in this city, so he not dealing with the flooding, right? Screw you and your house flooding. You got a mayor that want to put the money into downtown and bike lanes. And white people, no, that's not. That's what you have. You got a city council who rubber stamp it. A city council that rubber stamps it. This city is in a state of crisis, and with $1 billion on the table, they not going to increase safety in your neighborhood. Let me tell you what they not going to do. They're not going to fix your sidewalks. They're not going to give you better lighting. They're not going to give you an adequate amount of home repair. They're not going to do any of these things. They're not going to fund the real programs that make sure we have more sustainable communities. And you know what? Last but not least, they be damned if they gonna give these contracts away to people who gonna hire people who look like us, the black and the brown majority. And then when you got an opportunity to vote for white folks in the city, y'all go get the most treacherous white folks to go and vote for. What's wrong with you? You never go get the white folks standing on the front line saying screw the system. You always want to go get Massa and support them and vote for them. I just can't make this stuff up. I don't understand what y'all want. I really don't understand it. There is something sick about that way of thinking. There is something wrong. There is something wrong. I hope this flooding pissed you off to pissivity. I hope this ignorance in the neighborhoods with people taking over the neighborhoods. I hope this rate of crime pisses you off to pissivity that you say everybody need to go. That's what I hope. Let's see what you do. Or are you about to make excuses and say, well, everything can't be perfect? Nothing is going to change. You can't say that you want change and you're not going to do any better. We just had 60 cars over here last night in the middle of the night. And they were organized. When we going to get organized? That's all I want to know. When we going to get organized? This makes no sense. It makes no sense. But you can have better, but you're going to have to vote better. You're going to have to. You got very few options. If you can't do anything with these few options that you're being given and make the right decision, I don't know what to do. Like, we can't do everything for you. We feed you the information. It's your job to take it and make better decisions. That's your job. And that's what we need from you. We need you to make better decisions. That's all. I want to leave with this because I got to get ready. I have a 9:30. So yesterday at the Russell Woods Jazz Festival, really good turnout. But this has been consistent while we've been on a campaign trail. You know, people are interested to hear what's going on downtown. They do want the information. I will say that. When you mention that proposal, P, let me tell you, everybody head turned. They start coming back to pull you so you can explain to them what happened. If we could get this message out to the community, listen, it's not one person who was voting no who has told me, you know what, I'm still voting no. Actually, we've had people, Valerie, I'm here. I'm on this Facebook, whatever. There's not one person who has voted no who said that they are so mad because they thought it was about something else because they believed the commercials. Let's continue to educate our people. We have to get them one hell of a fight. I'm going to tell you right now, if Duggan come up talking about he won his joke about 70%, we have a chance to win. But I'm telling you, if we lose, And Duggan talk about he won by 70%. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you how 70 the magic number. 70% is what will open up this charter. 70% is what he got for proposal in. 70% is the percentage that he received when he won in 2017. I'm just saying that's 70, 70, 70, 70. You better be cautious. You better ask somebody. Something wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. We deserve better. We need Proposal P. And I'm going to tell you, in my race, the only two people supporting it is me and Mary Waters. Coleman and Jump Ship, so you could just get that up. Jermaine don't know what's going on, and you know Janae don't support it. So now that's that. Now, this choice is yours. Now, in these other races, the only person who done been up front in the other races to say no is Fred Durhall and that guy running from the sheriff's department, Robert Dunlap. They don't support it for some reasons that don't have nothing to do with nothing. You don't get an appropriations report and a feasibility report. We've never had it. Where was all of these questions about how the money gonna be spent, how much it's gonna be cost, how much something gonna cost when Duggan was putting bike lanes in, as he's slapping up streetscapes in the middle of 6 Mile, that narrow street or whatever, so we could really have a bottleneck? Where's all those questions? Where's the questions about how much it's gonna cost the city when we was giving away tax subsidies to Chrysler, Dan Gilbert, and all of that? Where were those questions about these contractors who getting contracts to tear down the city? Because you want to tear down the houses, which means you want to tear down the neighborhoods. They didn't have one question, but now you got all kind of questions because there's some money that's going to go into making sure that you improve the quality of life for Detroiters. That's all I want you to think about. That's it. Those who ask questions about money when it's going to benefit the people, and for those of you district managers out here lying to the public, telling them, oh, I'm going to show you how it's going to mess up your pitch, and you full of it too. You full of it too. The fact that you're willing to lie to the public in order to get them to vote the way that your massa wants you to vote, you turn my stomach. You turn my stomach. That you would do that to the people. I'm not even gonna get on the rest of these jokers on all of these commercials. How you got an old lady up here talking about now I know she was around for the civil rights movement. And you gonna tell people it's gonna mess up our property taxes. You live in an apartment, sis. You don't have no property taxes. What you talking about? And you know what this is gonna do to our community. And you make up some false advertisement like that because that leprechaun wants you to? Out of all that you have seen, the struggles that you have seen, you willing to do that? I ain't even about to get on horse. Cause ooh. And now you got Kwame. I gotta get off of this live. But now you got, so Kwame, you got Duggan sitting up in the front row though. With his side piece. Y'all could believe that Kwame ain't gonna, he probably gonna be campaigning for Duggan. Don't let your heart get broke. That's all I'm saying. Don't let your heart get broke. It is what it is. Maybe they best friends. I don't know. But that's interesting, right? He's sitting up there on the front row. Don't forget, we got to get through this primary August 3rd. We're 11 days away. No, 8 days away. Excuse me. Tomorrow is 7 days. Now, knowing Duggan, he probably going to pull Kwame out to campaign for him in the general election. I can see that. What y'all think? I'm going to have to post that on Facebook. What y'all think? Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. Now, I don't think Kwame live here no more. I don't know. But he got a right to make his own decision. Don't let that influence your decision on. That's what I'm telling you. We at war. And if you don't know it, you better get to know it. And it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So I'll be back. Oh, tomorrow is Tuesday. Y'all know I got to be down there at 7:30 tomorrow. I don't think I could get good reception to actually do a show tomorrow from the streets, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see if I could get some good reception to do a show from there. But let me get busy after I get in the car to get to making me some calls about this mess over here, because I don't know if they think like this is just gonna be the new hotspot to keep doing all these others. I don't know if the city think that you just gonna give us one police car, but that's bull crap. That's straight bull crap, and this is unacceptable. And for city council, I'ma just keep saying, you win, you supported all of that money going up a horse's you know what. And you said, forget us, the people. The mayor said, forget us. And you told him, yes, forget the people. That's what you said when you supported it. So I'm going to remember that on August the 3rd. Okay, that's what I'm going to remember. I need those of you who are watching this who live in the city of Detroit. If you don't live in the city and you know people who live in the city, you need to tell them to remember that as well. How there's $1 billion on the table and none of it is going to fix any of the critical crises that we are currently experiencing in the city. No, it's not. And then they're going to try to tell you that the federal government said they can't use it for that purpose. Well, all I want to know is, when did the city start? When did the mayor and the city council start using the federal dollars for what it was appropriated for? That's why we always in the news for a federal investigation, because they take federal money and they use it for their friends and family. That's all that I'm telling you now. So don't let them run that game on you. I'm trying to prepare you. You know, it's like having a child and you trying to prepare them for like what the real world is like. I'm trying to prepare you for the excuses that they are going to give you. And so when they give you these excuses, you could be better prepared to say, Nicole told me you was going to say that, because that's what they're going to tell you. That's what they're going to tell you. So now, again, if you want better, you need to vote better. And y'all tell these people about Proposal P and tell them why they need to vote for change on the city council. That's exactly what they need to do. They need to vote for change. Everybody be safe. Have a good day. And hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.